first impression of the Me Too campaign was that I'm glad it's taking off, and I'm glad that there's word getting out, that people are coming together, especially women, to stand up for themselves and for Hollywood. I'm glad it's happening. It needs to happen. It needed to happen for a while, and I'm glad that people are coming together to actually make something happen out of it. Johnny Depp, just because he's a very influential actor, and that when that happened, it kind of was like, oh, like, not everyone is like as innocent as they might seem. Kevin Spacey, just because there was like talk about him and what was happening, so it was just like the more accusations that came out, I was like, well, this is what we've been hearing. If I get out there and I start acting, I need to be able to stand up for myself, and if I don't, I definitely will become a victim, or I won't have a strong enough voice.
My first impression of the Me Too movement was that it's just really about time. It's insane how many people just don't understand how absolutely, like, universal that sexual assault and sexual harassment is, and how covered up it gets. I think it's still very necessary. I think, and don't get me wrong, I love, like, it I know it is geared more towards women, but I've noticed there's a lot of hesitancy from men and trans people and non-binary people to join the movement as well, because there have been a few people that it's like, oh no, it's just for women, but it's not just women that are experiencing these things. None of these cases are really surprising me, which is unfortunate, but I think the strongest I have feelings for is probably Kesha. I love her music so much, and the fact that she's still not, like, winning against her abuser. She's accused him, she has all this evidence, and he's still in the industry, is sickening. Johnny Depp. It really wasn't surprising to me. He kind of has always kind of come off as like a creepy dude, and so when it came out that he is also an abuser, like, it just doesn't surprise me anymore. It does surprise me that he was not kicked out of the new Harry Potter movies, that project. I think this movement should be positive for the industry. I think it should gear us in a better direction towards, you know, how we act towards each other, how like producers act towards their employees. Like, I think it should be a positive thing. I think it's going to take a little while to get there, because there are still people that are defending their actions, denying their actions, so it's going to take a lot of work. I'm going to be very careful, obviously, where I seek employment. As a trans person in the industry, I have to be careful anyways, because, you know, I know a lot of other people who are in my position who have been in the industry that, like, things have happened to them, and they're just like, well, I'm already rocking the boat by being here, I don't want to lose my job, or I don't want to just lose my job for being who I am, so I'm not going to, say, report my boss for harassing me. So